What makes him the right choice, in your opinion, to lead the Pittsburgh Pirates right now?
Well, I'll tell you, and certainly no disrespect to Derek Shelton. He worked his way up through the ranks to put himself in position to have a major league job, 6 years ago, whatever that was. But Donnie is definitely cut from that same mold. And number one, coming from the mold of playing under Jim Leland and getting to know Jim Leland, the one thing you learn, at least from my experience talking with Donnie, obviously I never played under Jim Leland, was just it's about people. It's not necessarily the X's and O's. Of course, that's part of the job for a manager and a bench coach and coaches of the major league staff. But it's about how you relate to people. When you think about a major league season, it's we're not talking about, and no disrespect to Doran and his craft in the NFL, where everything's led up to one game, but you're talking about 6-7 games a week. So the stress level not necessarily all day, every day is in building up to one day is beyond stressful. But 6 days a week, you're strapping it on, trying to find ways to get wins and try and find ways to contribute. So, what I mean is, you have to be really diligent as a manager and coach of taking the time to not just take the time to talk to your players, but to understand them, to understand what makes them tick. Are they guys you got to kick in the butt? Are they guys you got to, coddle just a little bit to get the most out of? And a guy like Donnie, who has played under Jim Leland, has gotten to know Jim Leland, has scouted. He played in the big leagues for 6+ years. He was a first base coach on a Houston staff that went to the World Series, and then obviously came here as a bench coach and has a job now. He's seen a lot, and in my opinion, and again, this is no disrespect to any managers out there, the best managers and the best communicators that I've seen have almost always been the former, super utility guys and catchers. For whatever reason, those guys see the game in a much different light than many other managers, and they understand that playing different positions is difficult. Playing every single day is difficult. There's so much more going on a daily basis with guys and with their families. So, guys like Clint Hurdle was very good at it. Every once in a while, if he knew you were struggling, maybe on the field, he might take the time to talk to you, not about what your swing feels like or this and that, but hey, how's your family? How are your kids? How's your parent? What's going on? And kind of, change the tone as opposed to putting the onus always on wins and losses and how you're doing individually. So, I know it's a long-winded answer, but I just think Donnie is so qualified to be a major league manager. He almost got the Red Sox job when Alex Cora got it. It was down to him and Alex, and he's had many opportunities. When Skip Schumacher took over the Marlins, he had opportunity to go there, but he didn't. He wanted to be here, he wanted to be very close to home because his boys are, high school age, middle school age. So he cares deeply about the players. He cares deeply about what he's doing. But more than that, he really wants to be a part of turning this thing around in Pittsburgh.